intention of this automation, right? So anybody want to share the like what is the automation and why they want to learn the automation?
Guys, please make two-way communication to the trainings.
Yeah, like I want to make it more interactive, guys.
Yeah.
Only I don't want to speak like only I should speak. So you can speak up, guys, and it's not like see you have to speak in English only. I will take the session in both languages. It could be mix of Hindi and English. So अगर आप हिंदी में भी बताना चाहते हो, that's okay, completely okay. So अगर मैं ये क्वेश्चन पूछूं, अगर let's say in that way कि आपने ऑटोमेशन क्यों चूज किया, क्यों मतलब ऑटोमेशन की तरफ जा रहे हो आप? So what do you
Actually,
say?
let me tell you, this is Kiran from Hyderabad.
Mm-hmm.
I worked in Noida, Gurgaon, and Noida also earlier.
Okay. Okay. Great. Mm-hmm.
And usually Selenium with other languages like Java, Perl, Python, some other supporting language.
Mm-hmm.
So automation generally used for regression testing, the last. So
Great.
nowadays the automation is Selenium, since it's an open source without need to purchase any license. I mean, that is the reason why it is a good demand in the current market trend.
Great, Kiran. Yeah, means it is also one of the reason, great reason I would say.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to add something here? Anybody?
Yes, actually, I want to add something. So I'm working in a product-based company, and till now they were working with the manual testings. But for as we are, we are adding new features in our application and in product. So our regression cycle is getting bigger and bigger. So we need now automation tool to be implemented so that we can have our regression automated and we get the results and we can, save the manual testing hours. So after training, we will be implementing, our automation testing knowledge in our product in our company.
Correct. Great. See, now the test case, regression test case are getting piled up, right? Let's say 2,000 test cases, 3,000 test cases people are having. So instead of running those test cases manually, now people are willing to automate, let's say automate it, because no regression automation test case can be run in the night as well. See, the reason behind is if you are running the test case manually, the man should be in front of the laptop, they have to execute it, right? But when you will automate the test case, what the great benefit we can see is no, in the night time, once in the first time it will take the time to automate all the test cases, but once that is automated, in the night also you can execute the test cases and you can run the test cases parallelly as well, right? So there are more benefit. I will when I we will go through the session, I will tell you where we can optimize the test cases, how we can run 1,000 test cases in one go as well through CI/CD approach, parallel testing and everything. So yeah, there are so many great benefit of the automation, and you will get to know as in when we'll go through it. So, guys, see the Selenium. If we'll talk about the automation wise, I will see. I have worked in multiple automation tools. Like, see the current scenario. If we'll talk about the most of the company, they are asking for Java with Selenium. 70% jobs, if you'll see, go to naukri.com or any job portal, you will see 70% job is still coming in the Java with Selenium. Though I can't ignore like Python as well. See, Python, there are some demand of Python as well, JavaScript as well. But the majority, if you'll see the job wise, is still coming from the Java with Selenium only. And that is the reason, see, our session will be in Java with Selenium. So what the way I have divided the session, the syllabus in two part actually. The first part would be Java. So the today's agenda would be like, no, I will be describing about the syllabus, what syllabus I'm going to teach in the entire session, means entire syllabus we will discuss Java wise and Selenium wise. So there is two part. One is Java wise, where I will be sending the course content for Java, and I will be starting the course. If you see the course content, students, sir, I would request you can share the course content to everyone so that they can go through it, right? And if you see the course content, guys, I have started from very basic, and I'm assuming some of the guys know. I see, since I'm teaching more than 7 years, there are I have faced many people, those who are all, who don't know even what is the programming language, and to them as well I have taught, no, and they got place. There is no such company in India, like I have said, where my people has not got placed. The Paytm, I would say the Paytm earlier, remember that when Paytm came in the market, that time the interview process of the Paytm was very tough, I would say. They were taking 6 rounds, and that time also, there are many guys from our batch, they got placed. But it's not an easy task. I'm not, it's not applicable for everyone. Who is going to put the effort, they are going to get. But definitely, there is no such company, no TCS, Infosys, Accenture, every company, almost in every company. um, I would say, like, my batch, from my batch especially, people are got placed. So it's your effort ultimately. If we'll talk about, at the end, it is your effort, right? You are going to put. So but the syllabus which I have designed, no, in that way, so that you don't need to go any other, no, platform where you have to search the other syllabus and all. The way I have designed, that is more than sufficient to crack any interview. Just follow my syllabus, and even whatever content I'm going to teach, it's more than sufficient to crack any interview, any doubts, everything I will try to sort in the class itself. There will be no theoretical, everything will be the practical only. If you want, you can take the previous sessions video as well from the Suren sir, and you will get to know, you'll get little bit idea of how the session goes in this, especially the institute, right? So far, like, I have trained more than 1,000 professional. So, and even I would say, like, no, I'm pretty sure and confident that if you'll follow all my videos, if you'll follow all my sessions, if you are repeating my video as well, whatever I'm teaching, it will be recorded, right? And go home and you again try to replay that video and see that again. So you have to go through that video one or twice, at least twice, to get the clear picture what I've taught, right? So, guys, it's totally your effort, but I'm assuring you, my content, you can just compare with other coaching as well. It's not like you have to read with, you have to join this coaching only. No, just compare the content, and I'm assuring that you will say, like, yes, this content is more than sufficient. You can Google it. There are so many um, syllabus available on the on net, right? So you just download from there and compare my course content. So you'll get to know it's more than sufficient. And I'm also assuring, like, no, what the kind, see, since I am working in automation only since more than 11 years, I would say. So I know what is the current market, what kind of question people are asking in interview. See, sometimes what happen in an interview, they will be asking the practical questions. Tell me what kind of challenges you have faced in automation. The such kind of question they will be asking in interview, right? So if I know what, because since I'm working in automation, right, I know in day-to-day life what kind of challenges we are facing in automation. So from which section they can raise the question in interview, that is also I'm very much aware. And I'm also the in in the interview panel. So we have a group of the panels, right? So we know what kind of question people are currently asking in the market, what kind of question are currently flowing in the market for the interview and all. So that everything I will make you up to date every time. So you will get to know. Just I'm just saying, right? But when you'll attend my session, you will get to know, yes, whatever the question they may raise from the any topic, everything will be knowing. Everything, every question, your question will be clear in the session itself. And see, जब तक आप लोगों को समझ में नहीं आएगा, तब तक मुझे नहीं लगता, फील नहीं आता कि समथिंग लाइक still there is something doubt. I feel like even मुझे लगता है कि यार, अगर if you're not able to understand 100%, then I will keep repeating that session. No. And ये session, अगर if we'll talk about, generally it takes 2.5 months, but sometimes it goes to 3 months as well. If you're not able to understand, sometimes for one topic, I will have to repeat couple of times, because you guys maybe some कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि you will not be able to understand in that particular session. So I will have to take one extra session as well. So means the overall course content, overall course duration if we'll talk about, it goes vary from 2.5 months to 3 months, maximum 3 months it will go, something like that.
Akhilesh, I have one query.
Yes, tell me.
लाइक हम हाँ मतलब जो कोर्स है वो हमने इसलिए ऑप्ट किया है क्योंकि हम हमारे जो प्रोडक्ट है कंपनी में उन उसके ऊपर प्रैक्टिक मतलब ऑटोमेशन टेस्टिंग अप्लाई कर सके. सो वी आर नॉट ओनली फॉर द इंटरव्यू कि हमको इंटरव्यू क्रैक करना है, बट हमको एक प्रैक्टिकली इम्प्लीमेंट भी करना है. सो आफ्टर द कोर्स आर वी एबल टू डू ऑटोमेशन टेस्टिंग इम्प्लीमेंटेशन इन आवर प्रोडक्ट?
ग्रेट सीसी, दैट इज अ गुड क्वेश्चन. सी अभी मैं सिर्फ एक चीज बोलूंगा कि मेरा कोर्स कवर होने के बाद आप अपना एक्सपीरियंस, आपकी कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल पे जाता है कि 7 साल का भी दिखा सकते हो, 5 साल का भी दिखा सकते हो. मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ कि ऑटोमेशन में ऐसा कोई सिनेरियो नहीं होगा. If we'll talk about, guys, let me know if you're not able to understand in Hindi, so I can only talk in English. So I know, Kiran, are you able to understand Hindi as well? Kiran?
Yes, Akhilesh. Yeah, I can able to
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. So मेरा कहने का ये है कि आप जितना भी मेरा कोर्स कंटेंट होगा, अगर आप समझ रहे हो, यूआई पर ऐसा कोई भी इवेंट, कोई भी एक्शन आप यूआई पे करते हो, सारा मैं ऑटोमेट करूंगा. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि कोई आप अपने प्रोजेक्ट की बात करते हो, मैं ऑटोमेट करूंगा लाइव एप्लीकेशन. कोई भी लाइव एप्लीकेशन आप दे दीजिएगा मुझे, उसी का डेमो मैं दिखा दूंगा, उसी को ऑटोमेट कर दूंगा. आप बीट जैसे आपका एप्लीकेशन जिसको आप ऑटोमेट करना चाह रहे हो, उसका एक्सेस अगर प्रोडक्शन का मेरे को दे दो, मैं उसी को ऑटोमेट कर दूंगा. जितना भी डेमो दिखाऊंगा उसी को दिखा दूंगा. अगर नहीं एक्सेस है उसका प्रोडक्शन का मेरे मतलब आउटसाइड, तो आप क्या कर लो, मैं पेपाल को ऑटोमेट करता हूँ, गूगल को ऑटोमेट कर देता हूँ, फेसबुक को ऑटोमेट कर दूंगा. कोई भी जो भी कोई बोलता है कि सर इसको ऑटोमेट करके दिखा दो समटाइम्स, तो मैं उसी को ऑटोमेट करके दिखा देता हूँ. तो मेरा कहने का मतलब है, इट्स नॉट लाइक कि मैं एक एप्लीकेशन को, मैं कहता हूँ कि आप किसी भी एप्लीकेशन को ऑटोमेट कर सकते हो मेरे कोर्स के बाद. एंड जो हमारा फ्रेमवर्क एट द एंड बनेगा, अगर आप देखेंगे तो, लेट मी शेयर द वन एक्सेल शीट आई हैव क्रिएटेड. सी द फ्रेमवर्क, सी you can take the course content of Suren sir. I have divided into 7 module, the Selenium one. So ये जो आपका पेज ऑब्जेक्ट मॉडल फ्रेमवर्क है, करंटली 99% पीपल आर फॉलोइंग दिस पेज ऑब्जेक्ट मॉडल अप्रोच फॉर द फ्रेमवर्क, सो ये फ्रेमवर्क जो आपका मैं क्लास में बनाऊंगा, राइट, वो फ्रेमवर्क आप अपने कंपनी में इंप्लीमेंट कर सकते हो. बिलीव मी गाइस, आई हैव क्रिएटेड मल्टीपल फ्रेमवर्क in multiple companies since I have worked in Oracle as well. So in Oracle, I in Oracle the framework which is currently going on is made by me. So remember, means, even I don't want to name the company and all, but yes, guys, there are so many companies where my framework is being implemented. Even people whoever is attending my session, they are implementing the same framework which I have taught in the class. They are implementing the same framework in their company. So आपका जो ये framework है, right, so you can copy this framework in your company and just you can enhance here and there as per the scenario, और ये use कर सकते हो guys. So यही मैं कहना चाहूंगा, ये आपका स्पेसिफिक, ये नहीं कहूंगा कि आप कंपनी, ये किसी भी कंपनी के लिए एप्लीकेबल होगा, किसी भी एप्लीकेशन को ऑटोमेट के लिए एप्लीकेबल होगा. देखिए, अगर आप इसको समझना चाहते हैं तो मैं यहाँ पर ये नहीं लिखा, मैं इसमें हैंडलिंग द टेक्स्ट बॉक्स, रेडियो बटन, हाइपरलिंक, सबमिट बटन, चेक बॉक्स, ड्रॉप डाउन, ये तो आप किसी भी एप्लीकेशन को ऑटोमेट कर सकते हो, राइट. अगर लेट्स से टॉक अबाउट द टेक्स्ट बॉक्स, या every application having the text box, right, drop down, check box, right. So अगर आप आगे वाले मॉड्यूल में देखें, कैप्चर स्क्रीनशॉट, सी लाइक इन मैनुअल टेस्टिंग वी ऑलवेज टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट, राइट. थ्रू ऑटोमेशन वी कैन कैप्चर द स्क्रीनशॉट एज वेल, राइट. मल्टीपल विंडो, जावा स्क्रिप्ट मैसेजेस क्या होते हैं, अलर्ट, बेसिकली अलर्ट, समटाइम्स when we navigate on a UI, right, sometimes one alert will come on the UI, right. तो alert को कैसे हैंडल करना, that is will be handled in this one. Something like, if you want to click on new tab, let's say you want to open a new tab, right, so how to open a new tab, see how to handle the window pop-up, see this. Up here I am teaching in the bits and pieces, right, but the framework, right, जब framework बनेगा, so it will be a proper structure of everything. और वो framework आप अपनी कंपनी में जाके कॉपी पेस्ट करके you can Utilize that framework for automating the test case. Module wise, see how to ऑनलाइन HTML वेब टेबल. व्हाट इज ऑनलाइन HTML वेब टेबल? आप क्रिकेट का बोर्ड, क्रिकेट का स्कोर देखते हैं ना, तो वो टेबल के फॉर्म में नहीं रहता है, उसको कैसे ऑटोमेट करेंगे? सी दिस. व्हाट इज ग्लोबल वेट एंड वेब ड्राइवर वेट? विल सी. व्हाट इज डिफरेंस बिटवीन सी दिस डेट पिकर, राइट? जब भी आप
Arshad,
फ्लाइट,
Akhilesh, are you sharing your screen or something? Because we are not able to see.
Yeah. I am also.
yes, let me share my screen. Sorry, I thought I have already shared it. Just give me one
No.
second. Okay, so see guys, if you see here, see if you see this module 1, right? Module 1, module 2, I have divided this Selenium. This is for Selenium actually, not the Java. So if you see the Selenium part, I have divided whole course in 7 module. So here, if you see that, like I was discussing, we will be starting from text box, radio button, hyperlink, submit button, checkbox, and drop down, right? So don't you think this is applicable for all kind of application, right? So similarly, how to print all the link on a web page? Let's say any web page, let's say you want to verify how many links is available on that particular page. So how to verify this? Sometimes they might ask you in interview, how to validate like whether this text is available on the UI or not. Let's say some text is mentioned on the UI and you want to validate whether that text is really available on the UI or not. So how to validate this, right? This is about the locator. We'll get to know. Similarly, if you'll see this, how to capture a screenshot, like to keep the screenshot as a proof, right? We take the screenshot. So through automation, how to take the screenshot? जावा अलर्ट मैसेज कैसे? आप कभी कभी कुछ ऐसा बटन प्रेस करते हो, किसी बटन पे क्लिक करते हो, and you will be getting alert message, right? And how do you know this is alert or simple pop up? So वो हम सब दिखाएंगे आपको कि कैसे आप समझोगे कि alert है कि ये pop up है. How to handle pop up, right? How to click an element into new tab. Let's say there are multiple tabs open, राइट? तो मल्टीपल किसी एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम में जाकर किसी एलिमेंट के साथ कैसे आप प्ले करोगे, नेविगेट करोगे, तो ये सारी चीजें हमें यहाँ पर देखो. आप पेज अप पेज डाउन आप कैसे करोगे सेलेनियम के थ्रू? यहाँ पे देखोगे तो आप ये जैसा कि मैं बता रहा था कि ऑनलाइन HTML वेब टेबल्स क्या होते हैं, जैसे आप क्रिकेट का स्कोर बोर्ड आप देखते हैं, राइट? सो वहां पर आप देखते हैं कि कौन सा प्लेयर कितना स्कोर बनाया है, कितने बॉल उसने खेले हैं, कितना रन बनाया, राइट? सो दैट टेबल आल्सो कैन बी ऑटोमेटेड. सो ऑल काइंड ऑफ सिनेरियो आई विल बी हैंडलिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. वो चीज, वो कॉमन लॉजिक आप कहीं भी यूज कर सकते हो, किसी भी एप्लीकेशन के लिए यूज कर सकते हो. इट्स नॉट लाइक ओनली पर्टिकुलर दैट क्रिक इन्फो बोर्ड और समथिंग दैट एप्लीकेशन ओनली. सो अगर आप देखें तो CSS एंड एक्सपाथ क्या होता है? डेट पिकर आप जानते होंगे, जब भी आप फ्लाइट बुक करते हैं तो डेट पिकर आता है, राइट? तो हाउ टू हैंडल द डेट पिकर, राइट? हाउ टू check box, check the checkbox, right? And verify that whether checkbox is selected or not. So those kind of, so ये अगर आप मॉड्यूल वाइज देखेंगे, अब मैं 3 ब्राउजर कवर करूंगा, आपका फायरफॉक्स, क्रोम एंड इंटरनेट एक्सप्लोरर. आप सारे ब्राउजर कवर कर सकते हो. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि आप 3 ही, जितना भी कहोगे आप सफारी, एज, जिसमें भी चाहो आप कर सकते हो. नाउ आई डोंट कंसीडर आई विल बी कंसीडरिंग एज, राइट? करंटली एज ब्राउजर इज गोइंग ऑन. सो नेविगेशन लिसनर्स क्या होते हैं? माउस ओवर आइटम करते हैं. जब किसी पर माउस ले जाते हैं आइटम पर तो कैसे बिहेव करता है, राइट? ऑटोमेटिकली आइटम विल बी डिस्प्लेड एंड यू हैव टू परफॉर्म सम एक्शन ऑन द माउस ओवर आइटम. jQuery एलिमेंट्स क्या होता है? फ्रेम क्या होता है? किसी एलिमेंट पर राइट क्लिक करना है, आप कभी राइट क्लिक करते हो, राइट? सो वी कैन डू द सेम थिंग थ्रू Selenium as well. So everything. Now once module 1, 2 and 3 and 4 is completed, then we will move to TestNG. And what is TestNG? Let's say you have 10 test case and you want to run those 10 test case in a particular order. So giving the order or skipping any test case or managing any kind of execution order, we can do through the test engine. हमारा टेस्ट डेटा एक्सेल सीट में होगा, जो भी आप टेस्ट केस का डेटा होता है, राइट, we will be keeping into the excel sheet, database connectivity, sending the mail, right? If you see this, यहाँ पर पहला जो मेरा फ्रेमवर्क होगा, I will be covering two framework guys. One will be the data driven framework and second will be the page object model. Now it's depend on your application which framework will be applicable. Let's say ऐसा एप्लीकेशन है जहां पर बहुत सारा डेटा ही डेटा प्ले करना है, डेटा के साथ ही सारा टेस्ट केस चल रहा है, सो इन दैट केस वी विल बी यूजिंग डेटा ड्रिवन फ्रेमवर्क. अगर आपका लेट्स से ई कॉमर्स साइट है, कुछ ऐसा है कि मतलब यूआई पर से रिलेटेड है, मैं बताऊंगा कि कैसे आप डिसाइड करोगे कि आप डेटा ड्रिवन पे जाओगे कि पेज ऑब्जेक्ट मॉडल फ्रेमवर्क चूज करोगे. ये हम जब एप्लीकेशन दिखाएंगे और वो सिनेरियो दिखाएंगे तब मैं आपको डिस्क्राइब करूंगा, डिफरेंस बताऊंगा मैं. सो हम दो फ्रेमवर्क यूज करेंगे गाइस, राइट. सो ये है आपका, ये इसके साथ साथ आपका जेंकिंस, मेवन एंड गिटहब, एंड विदाउट दिस थ्री आपका फ्रेमवर्क कंप्लीट नहीं होता. देखिए अगर आप पैरेलल एंड लेट्स से, जैसा कि मैंने बताया कि ऑटोमेशन का सबसे बड़ा फायदा ये होता है कि यू कैन ट्रिगर द बिल्ड इन द नाइट एज वेल, राइट. आप बिल्ड ट्रिगर कर दिया आपने और घर गए, आप वो ऑटोमेशन टेस्ट केसेस चल रहे हैं अपने आप, राइट. जब मॉर्निंग में आप वापस आप ऑफिस में आते हो तो यू विल बी हैविंग द रिजल्ट, द रिपोर्ट, राइट. which test cases are failing, why they are failing, all the detail will be there in the report. So वो हम इन सब के हेल्प से ही कर पाएंगे. Jenkins, Maven and Git. Maybe see Jenkins क्या होता है, maybe you will not be able to understand as of now. This is nothing but a CI/CD tool. Currently आप CI/CD का बहुत ज्यादा नाम सुन रहे होंगे कि CI/CD approach they are following. So I will be, मैं लाइव इंटीग्रेट करूंगा, ये आपका फ्रेमवर्क बनाऊंगा, उसको जेंकिंस के साथ लाइव इंटीग्रेट करूंगा. मेवन क्या होता है, मेवन इज नथिंग बट अ बिल्ड टूल. क्या करता है, इससे क्या क्या फायदा होता है, वी विल सी इन डिटेल गाइस, वी विल बी हैविंग द सेशन. एंड गिटहब क्या होता है, जहां पर हम अपना सोर्स कोड, आप लोकल सारा कोड जो हम लिखते हैं यहाँ पर, ये कोड सपोज लिखा हुआ है, तो आई विल बी नॉट कीपिंग दिस कोड इन माय लोकल मशीन, राइट. Keeping the code in the local machine will not serve the purpose because there are so many developer working all together. So ये कोड सबके लिए कॉमन होना चाहिए, कोई भी अगर एक्सेस करना चाहे तो दे शुड बी आल्सो एक्सेस दिस कोड. सो ये कोड हम अपने लोकल लैपटॉप में नहीं रखेंगे, आई विल बी कीपिंग दैट कोड इनटू गिटहब. गिटहब इज नथिंग बट हब, राइट. एंड जहां पर हम कोड रखेंगे, आई विल शो यू व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से. सो ये हमारा सारा इज अ पार्ट ऑफ फ्रेमवर्क गाइस. और ये जब कंप्लीट होता है तो आपका कोर्स कंप्लीट हो जाता है. जावा है, जावा का सिलेबस मैं स्टूडेंट सर से भिजवा दूंगा, आप लोग कंपेयर करिएगा, किसी से कहीं से भी मैच कराइएगा, दैट इज मोर देन सफिशिएंट. एंड गाइस अगर मैं एक चीज और बोलता हूँ कि मैं हर बार ये बोलूंगा कि अगर इतने में आपका इतना जो है, इसमें अगर आपने ले से बहुत ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस है, आपका बहुत ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस है, तो आप, मैं एश्योर कर दूंगा कि आप 7 या 8 ईयर्स का भी एक्सपीरियंस दिखा देते हैं, 7+ और 8+, जो भी आप एक्सपीरियंस दिखाना चाहते हैं दिखा सकते हैं, बट यू हैव टू बी कॉन्फिडेंट, राइट. क्योंकि अगर लेट्स से कि अगर आपका फ्रेमवर्क तभी आता है 2 साल का, 1 साल 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस अगर आप दिखाते हो, तो इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू एक्सप्लेन प्रॉपरली द फ्रेमवर्क, दैट इज आल्सो डूएबल, मींस दे कैन accept it somehow. But let's say you are having experience like 7 or 8 years or something, then they will be definitely asking the question from framework. They will try to understand, tell me, they will ask you, can you explain the framework, what are the components there in the framework, how the things are managed in the framework, everything they will be asking the question. And क्या वो देखना चाहते हैं framework में, I will be describing, I will tell you, see this question they will be definitely asking, because this having this logic, कहाँ डेटा रख रहे हो, रिपोर्ट कैसे जनरेट कर रहे हो, राइट. हाउ यू आर ट्रिगरिंग योर बिल्ड, कब कब आप रिग्रेशन चला रहे हो, कैसे चला रहे हो, राइट. कितने टेस्ट केस आप रिग्रेशन सूट में रख रहे हो, दिस काइंड ऑफ नो, दे विल पुट यू इन दैट सिनेरियो कि आप पकड़ लें. लेकिन मैं बताऊंगा कैसे आप उसको स्केल अप करोगे, कैसे स्केल डाउन करोगे, वो आपके ऊपर है. एक्सेल सीट में हमारा सारा डेटा रहेगा. So any question guys so far, any doubt here? Any other question? मेरा मेन फोकस होता है जावा पे, जावा का मेरा मेन फोकस होगा। देखिए जैसे कि मैंने बताया कि मैंने पूरे कोर्स को 2 पार्ट में डिवाइड किया है। जावा का कोर्स इस लैपटॉप में नहीं है, सिंस आई वाज ट्राइंग टू सर्च दैट कोर्स हियर। सुरेंद्र सर, कैन यू सेंड मी दैट कोर्स, जावा कोर्स नाउ, सो दैट आई कैन शो देम। सो जावा का कोर्स मेरा, जैसे कि मैंने बताया, सिलेनियम whole course I have divided into 2 parts. First I will start with the Java. Once Java is completed, then I will move to the Selenium. See,
In
so
Java, we will learn core Java, right?
yeah, core Java. Core Java means, even core Java will talk about, I will be discussing about the collection as well, because without collection your core Java is not completed, for the Selenium especially, for the automation tester. In collection we are going to uh, go through list, set and map. These 3 things we are going to see. Even if we'll talk about the list, there are multiple classes inside the list, right? Linked list and array list. And if we'll talk about the
अखिलेश
set,
सर कुछ बोल रहे थे क्या?
can you share the Java syllabus, Suren sir? I'm not having that Java syllabus in this laptop actually.
ओके मैं ग्रुप में शेयर कर देता हूँ।
हाँ, आप ग्रुप में शेयर कर दीजिए।
ठीक।
So
Okay. Also, can we do um, can we automate APIs as well? I mean, if I'm having the collection, API collection, and I want to automate those things, can we do this as well?
see, there are 2 kind of who is asking this question? May I know your name? Sorry,
Shishir.
Sisir, actually there are 2 kind of automation. One is front end automation and second is back end automation. Back end automation is called API automation. Back end, like the web services automations. We
Okay.
can web services automation also can be considered as a back end testing, right? But here we are talking about the front end automation. Front end automation we are going to do through Selenium with Java. But for the API, let's say API testing or web services testing, we are using some other tool, the other library, we can say REST assured. So in those are these 2 are the different thing. So
Okay.
I'm not going to cover the API automation or backend automation in this syllabus.
Okay. And
Any
also,
mhm.
if in our application there are some third party application is implemented or integrated, so we can automate those as well, right? We
Correct,
are
correct.
covering that.
As long as, see, let me say you in this way. If your application is web application, though it has been integrated from the third party or any other party, if that is web application, is very much web. Let me open the Selenium the official site, Selenium dev. See this. This is very first page. If you'll see, right, what they have mentioned. This is the official site, guys. See this, the statement. Selenium automate browser. That's it. If someone is asking, can we automate window-based application or some other thing? No. It's simply you can say no. But why this is more popular? There are reasons actually. There are reasons. See, this earlier when QTP was there, QTP was only working for window-based application, right? But Selenium will talk about its work on almost all the platform. Let's say talk about the Windows, Linux, uh, any means we can say even Android we can say, right? Mac, all the if you let me go through this a little bit down inside documentation. Let's say um, go through the download as well. See this. The current version of the Selenium is this one. You can latest stable version of Selenium, right? And if you see, it support this much language: C Sharp, Ruby, Java, Python, and JavaScript. Just give me 1 second, guys. Someone is at the door.
Guys, I have shared the course content on group. So can you check it once?
Yeah, we
Not
received.
received yet.
In the demo group.
Okay.
See guys, so if you'll see Selenium support this almost all the major language if you'll see here, right? Java is the major one we can say, and the browser wise if you see, right, it support almost all the browser, the Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, Opera, Chrome, Edge, see this, right? So all the browser is being supported by this one, and this is official site. If you want to know any detail of the Selenium, you can come here and you can go through it. If you want to know the history about the Selenium, go to the documentation section, right? Let's say you have any query in the Selenium. Let's say some task is not being handled by the Selenium. Let's say, just imagine you got something new and which is not being handled by Selenium, though it is from the browser only. So you can go and you can just ask the support here. You can raise your question here, you can write down your question, and people will be looking into is what kind of scenario is this, why Selenium is not able to handle this. They will look into it and they will sort it, but it may take some time, you know. So operating system wise, if you see here, see it support Windows, Mac, Linux, and for Android, like I have said, Android as well, because for Android we have APM. But see, APM and Selenium, see, if you know the Selenium, you can easily switch to APM as well. But you have to know the Selenium first, then you can switch to the APM. See, Selenium and APM almost 90% of both are same. Just the kind of the configuration and setup part is only different. That's it. Rest everything is same in the way APM as well. So you have to know at least Selenium in order to switch in any. See, not only Selenium, APM only. I would say there are so many a tool available in the market. They have been built on the Selenium. Let's say let's talk about Playwright. Currently, Playwright in the market is coming from Microsoft. You know, Playwright. They are. This is also an automation testing tool, and they have that. I think it's more or less similar to the Selenium only, but the Playwright having more feature. Will if you go through the Google, you will get to know what extra feature they are giving the Playwright, right? So that Playwright is also built on the Selenium only. The WebDriver IO, this is also one of the automation tool if we'll talk about WebDriver IO, right? That is also almost similar to the Selenium. The Protector earlier, now it has been deprecated, but Protector also was being used for automation. That was also similar to the Selenium only, right? Cypress, this is also, but that's what I'm telling. If you know the Selenium, you can easily switch to any other automation tool. And that is the reason now earlier people were going through the Selenium. Now people are, if you if you'll see earlier record, 99% job was coming for the Selenium and Java, but now 70%. Why? Because people are going to use some other tool as well, like Playwright, WebDriver IO, Cypress, Protector. So we can say like now 70% only Java with Selenium, rest other they are using. So if you want to see the history of the Selenium, when Selenium came in the market, every detail they have given here, right? And how to use the Selenium. See, first line, what you have to do is you have to write this one. See this. If you want to automate any application, just you have to copy first line this, and this is the application they are using. Let's say you want to open facebook.com, so you have to write facebook.com here instead of this selenium.dev. Selenium.dev is this application, right? See this. But let's say if you want to open facebook or gmail.com, then you have to replace that URL only. So it will open this one. So see, they have given a sample code as well, like in Java, this is how you have to write the code. Let's say if you want to use the Python, then this is how this is how you have to write the code. All the other language as well, right? So here every detail they have given, every detail, if you see, right? Any question, guys?
No questions, Akhilesh.
Okay. So today I was just planning to just go through the syllabus and all, and I was planning to take your question if there is any. Else from next weekend, we will be having full-fledged session where I will be starting from Java. And I think Suren sir has already shared the Java syllabus and Java and Selenium both syllabus in that Excel sheet. You can go through it, and we can start from next weekend. Suren sir, do you want to add anything here?